welcome to the home of the Utah Utes, Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Utah Utes offense will be first on the attack. And we've been really eager to see this matchup. This quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal than this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quick touch pass to the receiver. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out of the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, a nice job by the defense understanding who their go-to guy is. That's the guy they want to feature. That's the guy they want to feed with good reason. He's a great player, but a great job by the defense.
Breaks into the open. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back into play. Nice job by the offense. The defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, you get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel on the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? So Washington's offense will go to work for the first time. Jesse, we don't get many of these types of runners anymore, it seems, but this is built around a guy who can carry the ball 30, 40 times if they need it.
And he is every defensive coordinator's nightmare because it's only a matter of time with this guy before he's going to break the long one. He has incredible vision. He can cut, and it's the game-breaking speed, David, that makes him truly unique.
Yeah, and he sets the tone, man. More guys are going to be committed to stopping him in the run game. It sets the tone for the offense. It opens up everything else. It starts and ends with him.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Short gain on the play before he slides. Washington right back to the line. They'll run it from the gun. Got enough for the first. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Huskies. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The play action fake. Under fire. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Utes will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. Rush is on him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense when you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. The stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's go. To the ground with the back. There he goes. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll take it himself. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Already, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They got stuffed on second down, and still they need 1 yard here on 3rd and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Utes!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on second down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. And the Huskies moving quickly to the line. Part of the DNA of the Washington offense has been a guy who can get it done with his arm.
And just finding a guy that makes everybody around you better. That can make the right decisions. That can highlight your skill positions. That's what get the Washington fans going crazy, going nuts. And that's when they have those great football teams.
Now this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth and already inside a minute to go in the first. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
This is why Rice-Eccles is one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your 3rd down conversion in the midst of this. Caught near the sticks. It's Harris. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Power football with the run. Got the 1st down and more. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. First play of the period, 1st down here. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The lone back's got it. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Harris. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It is good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Gets it to him on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Setting up the screen. He stopped right at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for a first down, and it'll be 4th. And the Utes will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Washington sends out the punt team. Wants to return it. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Motion from the wideout. Pulls it, fired complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield. It's Mitchell. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Washington wants to go quickly.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You know, you play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Gilbert. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The hand to the running back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This is an offense that prides himself on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
They'll ride the hot hand. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive.
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
Out of the chute. Quick toss to the right. The Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. This time it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on 3rd down. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Trying to get it to the marker. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Turning it on. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
What a run, man. I'll tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Across the 35. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing him. Defensive line, those good old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short.
Well, after talking to him this week, I know this guy was excited to build off the momentum from last week when he scored 2 touchdowns. You can just see him here close to the end zone. He's trying to snip his way in.
And he'll finish the line and the end zone. Touchdown, Utah!
Really nice job on their their final drive of the first half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance, excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
It's so much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Leaves it with the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Give to the running back. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Salt Lake City. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half. And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. With the catch, it's Harris. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Huskies want to move quickly.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Wide open downfield. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8.
Throwing the ball down this close to the goal line because there's so many bodies in such a small space. Oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. Trying to power it in. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, going up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
The Utes backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Robinson. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Robinson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. They'll run for it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Utes with the 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Toss sweep to the right. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
On the option. Running into the open space. Smacks it with the stiff arm. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. The Utes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Caught behind the line. It's Mitchell. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Utes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quick completion to the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Quickly to the tight end. And that had all the makings of, pardon me, windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? The Utes can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Running to the left. Shakes off the defender. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They get to him as he throws. He's got an open man. They make the stop, but how about the shot this sophomore quarterback took as he delivered the ball? And the Utes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Takes the handoff. It's Green. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Utes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Utes! Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
They'll leave it with him. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Really nice looking pass there. You think about all the great Washington quarterbacks, right? Warren Moon, the Heward brothers, Mark Brunell, Jake Browning. The greatest quarterback name in college football history, Sonny Six Killer. That guy was throwing seeds at the University of Washington. This dude right here, putting on his best Sonny Six Killer impersonation.
Washington right back to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They'll try to start this final period by putting a 3 spot on the board. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Buys a little time. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great 2nd down opportunity.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Man, so nice to have a QB. When you need him, in the moments, can get those big 3rd down conversions with his legs. He does it here. He showed you the wheels some today, but a nice job late in this football game when you really need it.
Takes a shot as he lets it go. It's caught. That one interception in the loss last week really stuck with him, but he's answered by taking care of the football in this game.
Nice answer. Just a nice bounce back. When you're the leader and you're the guy that everybody looks to and you handle adversity from last week like you did today in this game, nice job by this quarterback leading this team.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Utah!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Washington wants to go quickly.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple. Up-tempo for the offense. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43. This is why Rice-Eccles, one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your third down conversion in the midst of this. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side now. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You've got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Huskies come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Oh, they're after him. On the run, fires downfield. He's got it. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. From the gun, looking for a man. Touchdown, Huskies! Fitted in the window for the score.
And you're really starting to see the chemistry that this guy is developing with his quarterback. They hooked up for a touchdown the first game. They do it again here. These two are on the same page.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Backed up now, here's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
And the Utes line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Better find the ear plugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
And that was one of those gotta have it. I mean, it's a fourth quarter, fourth down. We got to get some points. Palmer, they need it now.
Yeah, all routes have to be...
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Key. Knocked off his feet.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we've got to stay aggressive.
I know they've got all their timeouts left, but it feels like this is the ball game right here. Fourth down, the quarterback's got to do something special, knowing that they need a touchdown here to win.
On fourth down, going to the air. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the fourth down conversion.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now on second down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. He breaks a tackle. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Utes!
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game, and guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. They're working that left side. Some really tough running there gets him to the 45-yard line. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late.
No gain on the play. Third down coming.
The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Breaks into the open. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Going for it all. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Fires left. He's got it. First down and more. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Timeout called by the defense, and 15 seconds to go in this one. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Wants to fire on second down. Bears the pressure. He's got it on the move. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And after this play, the cake will be baked. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And the pass is incomplete, looking for a little salve for the wound, but the ball game is over.